Well, g'day again. As you can see, I've got my green on, even though it looks blue in the camera, but it's actually green. It's called, it's called blue, it's called teal blue. And this is a more bluish version of it, but still green. It's not the blue what the camera is making it. But, yeah, not real happy with it. Got a lot of orange peel in it. And yeah, it's basically my own fault. I didn't thin it well enough, and it's because I only had the 4 litres of thinner. And, yeah, didn't have enough money to buy more thinners. And it's been a long time. It's been 20 years since I've sprayed acrylic clear, and I've sort of forgotten what it does and yeah, how to practice and that sort of thing. And yeah, it's quite lumpy. It may well polish out if the camera's going to pick it up. No, probably not. But yeah, it's quite lumpy. It may polish out, but yeah, it's only got three coats of clear. There's a possibility because it's so orange peel that yeah, I might actually rub through it trying to get it smooth. I don't know. I might even re-clear it and go and buy some slow reducer. And, although, so here's the dilemma of spraying in the garage. That you slow down your dry time, flattens out, blends in, but then you get more dust in it, bugs and things. So yeah, this is why I don't tend to worry too much about it, because you got to buff the shit out of it anyway, because you get dust and bugs in it. So yeah, I'm never sort of trying to get a finish off the gun anyway, because there's always something that you have to buff out of it somewhere. So, but yeah, this is way lumpier than I would like. You can see here too, this is a friggin' overspray. Like I started this side, by the time I finish that side, I'll get overspray all over. The first half that I did. This is a result of just using regular thinners, in that the overspray is drying in the air before it even lands on the surface, and then the surface that you've just sprayed is dry within a minute or two anyway, so it still doesn't blend into it. But as I said, that'll all buff off. That's not that much of an issue. But yeah, I was trying to get around it. I'd bought this cheap ass spray gun. It was $30 for 2 spray guns, and not sort of unhappy with it. I got a touch-up gun up there. The touch-up gun works fine. So for $30 for a touch-up gun, that works pretty good. I'm happy with that. But yeah, this is supposed to be HVLP, which is high volume, low pressure. And what I found, it suggests spraying at around 30 pound, but it just wasn't atomising at that pressure. It was coming out lumpy, and so I ended up having to turn it up to about 50 anyway. So it sort of defeats the purpose of having this other spray gun. And then I got to I'd put my 3 coats of green on. There was a little bit left, so mixed it maybe 2/3 thinners to 1/3 paint. It was about half a pot full, and I went to mist over the whole thing just to make sure I blended the green, which you should do with metallics anyway, and try and blend it so you don't get any variation in it. And the friggin' thing dripped right in the middle of my bonnet, drip paint. And yeah, well, it's leaking out of the top. Didn't leak that much, but that's a common thing. Yeah. Every spray gun I've had's freaking leaked. Every gravity feed one I've had has leaked out of the top of the pot. And you know, you can make cheap supermarket jars seal, but you can't make a paint gun seal. You know, friggin' ridiculous. But anyway, it was leaking out of the gland where the pin goes in. If you can see the paint all over the pin. And yeah, it's probably because some Chinese person didn't bother to do it up properly or something. And, yeah. Anyway, don't know what I'll do with that yet. Might just sacrifice it for parts. You can see the pin's already out of the lever. I was going to attempt to tighten the gland up, but yeah, I gave up on it. Just got my old spray gun out, my old Arnold. And, yeah, but the paint drip sort of wasn't that big an issue. I left it about half hour, then waited enough till it was dry enough to then get a bit of 1200 emery and rub the lump off from the drip. And put my clear coat on. Yeah, but you can see the the overspray. This is the issue you get. You're just using regular thinners. The paint dries and the overspray doesn't settle into it, and some of the overspray's already dry before it lands on there anyway. Not that that's a big issue. That'll buff off pretty easy anyway. That bit of overspray, but yeah, you got to from first coat to second to third, you've then got to put it on like really wet to try and fill in the overspray that's sitting on the top of it. And, anyway, as I said, at least the green came out good, blended in. As I've mentioned before, did the and all the putty spots. I've used 2-pack primer as a final fill. I find it really difficult to get normal putty to or putty fill it, perfect. So yeah, as I said, I finished it off with the 80, and then I put several coats of 2-pack clear and use that as a final fill, and it works, So see if I can get there was a big dent in this corner. There was a dent right in the middle of the centre. There was another one up the back on the other side up there. You can't see them, they're gone. So yeah, that's the advantage of the 2-pack primer, and it's expensive, but yeah, it's just so beneficial for the final fill to get the final surface right. And, yeah. Anyway, as I said, worst comes to worst, might re-clear it. Go and buy some more expensive, slower reducer, and send it out a whole lot more this time. But, yeah, well, we'll see how we go. Anyway, as I said, yeah, not a total loss. It'll probably buff out alright. I probably won't need to re-clear it, but anyway. I said if it doesn't, that's the worst case scenario, is I have to put another couple of coats of clear on it. Yeah. Yeah, it's in here. Got the fire going at the moment. It's been done for, it's probably 4 or 5 hours old now. So I could probably let the fire go out now, and probably alright. It's probably drying off, but yeah. I'd actually moved it all over to the side before I sprayed it because I was going to get me bug in here tonight, but yeah, because we've got a clear night here in Tassie, and it's only probably, be getting down close to 0 out there, so I really didn't want to open the door and let a little cold air in. So that's a big risk with acrylic paint. You get the cold night air, the damp in the air, and then it'll just go dull. I've had it happen, so better not to risk it. Be interesting to see what it looks like with these painted protector strips on it and the new chrome strip. I'm hoping it'll sort of give it a bit more of a modern look. Sort of never a fan of the black plastic that they did on black bumper strips they did on the 90s cars. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. So thanks for watching, and if you're doing a home spray job at home, I wish the camera could pick up this freaking orange peel. It's not going to do it. It's pretty chronic, but yeah, it's not the end of the world, you know. It's not a total disaster, you know. Yeah, I suspect that'll buff smooth. But I said, worst case scenario is that I might have to rub it down with some 800 or something and put another clear coat on it. But, just something to keep in mind, you know. Just about, like most paint jobs, it can be corrected with the buff. So, okay, thanks for watching. Hit a like, please.